Hello. We're going to work on the sides of a right-angled triangle. Again, this would be more for the older children who have done work on angles and are familiar with the different types of triangles. We're going to use our little measuring device from our stick box. That's always helpful to make sure we're actually measuring a right angle. A right angle we know equals 90 degrees. 4 right angles are what makes up a square. And we're going to make right-angled triangles. Now I have some sticks, I don't have any brads, so I'm going to be laying these out. So we know a triangle has 3 sides. So I'm going to begin. Let's see which way you're looking. I'll do it there. I'm just going to actually place it next to it. I'm not connecting the holes. And I can use my little measuring tool here. I'm going to slot it into the corner here to make sure that this is actually a right angle, and we can see that it fits in there. So this is a right angle, and I'm going to connect with a longer side. And I'm just going to place it there. So this is a right-angled triangle we measured, and we saw it has a right angle, and it's a triangle because it has 3 sides. This has 2 equal sides, so it's an isosceles triangle. We're going to look at the names of the different parts. So the first part I'm going to talk about is called hypotenuse. The hypotenuse. It's a long word. The hypotenuse is the name we give to the longest side of our right-angled triangle. It comes from the Greek word hypotenuse, means stretched out. Stretched out. And this is the longer side if you think of it as stretched. The hypotenuse. It's also the side that is opposite the right angle. And remember we said this one was the right angle. So opposite the right angle, that is the hypotenuse. The stretched out or longer side. Then the name that we give to the other sides of a right-angled triangle is legs. We call them the legs. That comes from Old Norse, legger, which means leg. So we have 2 legs. I'm just going to put them pointing here at this one. The green ones are both the legs of the right-angled triangle. And the long side opposite is called hypotenuse. The hypotenuse. I'm going to lay out some cards. I'm going to move my right-angled triangle off to the side, and we're just going to look at our nomenclature cards. In these, we're looking at the red line. So here we see a right-angled triangle. This is the right angle. And you can always check. Sometimes people call it a square angle because it's the corner of a square. It's the one that's always 90 degrees. The measure from here to here, 90 degrees. So there's our right angle. And then we're talking about this side opposite our right angle. This one, we have these 2 red lines. So we're talking about the parts that form the right angle. Now when we did them with our sticks, we learned the hypotenuse was the side opposite the right angle. And it was the longer side, the stretched side. So here we are, we have the longer side opposite. So we're going to put hypotenuse there. And we learned that the other 2 sides of the right angle triangle were called the legs. So I'm going to place that down here. Now, it says, in a right-angled triangle, the side opposite the right angle is called the hypotenuse. Let's read this one together. In a right angle triangle, the sides which form the right angle are called the, do you remember what they're called? Legs. They're called the legs. So it's a pretty simple lesson. There are only 2 new words, 2 parts of our right angled triangle to learn. These are the names of the sides. Bye-bye.